Identify and describe the changes that happen in materials when they are cut and how it is useful. Grade 3 Science MATATAG Quarter 1 Week 7 Day 3 by School Rocks Nation. Kids, can you give an example wherein there are instances in your home where pressing or hammering objects is applied? Pressing, ironing of clothes, pressing a clay, or using a rolling pin. Hammering, pound a meat by using a meat tenderizer, or hammering an object like an aluminum wire. Kids, have you been to a fiesta? Do you notice a string of banderitas hanging from a roof of a house to another? What are banderitas made of? How can we make banderitas out of paper? Today, we will learn A. What changes happen to objects when they are cut? B. Why is it helpful to cut objects? For our lesson language practice, do you know the meaning of cut? To cut is to divide things into pieces, make an opening or incision using a sharp object. In this activity, learners will A. Use tools to cut objects, and B. Describe the changes in the given objects when they are cut. Things to remember when using sharp tools. 1. Keep your fingers away from the cutting edge. 2. Cut away from your body. And 3. Avoid talking or playing while cutting. Here are the materials that you need: paper, cardboard, candy wrapper, scissor, and cutter. Here is the instruction. Step 1. Using the scissors, cut each of the given materials. Be careful in using scissors and cutters and read the guidelines on how to properly use sharp tools to avoid cuts or injuries. Step 2. Observe what happens to each object. Step 3. Copy the table below in your notebook and record your observations. Question. Number 1. Which objects change their size? 2. Which objects change shape? 3. Which objects change in texture? 4. Which objects change their color? 5. From your observations, which characteristics, size, shape, texture, or color, change when we cut solid objects? Based from our activity, solid objects can be cut. To cut means to divide an object into smaller parts. We can use sharp tools like scissors and knives to cut objects. Also, we can use our hands to tear the objects apart. Answer the following question. 1. In what ways does an object usually change when it is cut? Here is the answer. When we cut objects, their size changes. The object becomes smaller. Often, its shape changes too. On the other hand, the color and texture of the object doesn't change. Second question. Did the object become a new and different object after we cut them? Here's the answer. No! Just like when we cut a paper, its shape becomes smaller, but it is still a paper. Here is another activity. Direction: look at the pictures and answer the following questions. 1. What do you see in the picture? 2. Is the object in the picture being cut? 3. If yes, how does the cutting make the object useful? Ready? Go! Here are the answers. A. The picture shows meat being sliced with a knife. B. The picture shows cutting. Cutting the meat into slices makes it smaller and changes its shape. C. Slicing meat is useful because it makes the meat easier to cook and eat. Here's the second picture, which also has the same questions. Here are the answers. A. The picture shows a person sawing plywood. B. The picture shows cutting, as sawing made the plywood become smaller and change its shape. C. Cutting plywood helps us get the right size and shape needed to build things like tables, shelves, and more. Here's the third picture. Don't forget to answer the questions. Ready, go! And here are the answers. A. The picture shows a nail being hammered to a wood. B. No, it does not show cutting. The picture shows hammering. For our generalization, today I learned that when objects are cut, their size and shape changes, but their color and texture stay the same. Cutting also does not make them into new objects. For our evaluation, here is the direction. Look at the picture below. Identify what is being done on the object in the picture and describe how cutting makes the object useful. Ready? Go! A. The picture shows onions being sliced with a knife. B. Slicing onions makes them smaller so that they can be cooked easily. Here is the second and last picture. Are you ready to answer? Go! A. The picture shows a piece of cloth or fabric being cut with scissors. B. Cutting makes the cloth or fabric into the right size and shape needed to make clothes.